Running late.
maybe late. Mike Davis?
Here.
Sammy Keene? No. Tommy Matthews? Wayne Sellers?
Here.
Gloria Spivey?
She's out sick.
Charlie Thompson?
Here.
Carrie Hester?
Here.
Nikki Olson? Vicky Sellers?
Here.
Bill Brennan?
Do we have a poll
We do.
for the record?
How many? Do you know? How many do we need for the
There's
fourth?
Judy.
Okay,
I'm
Judy
here.
is here. Okay, we've got it.
Okay. Okay, next on the agenda is the request for board approved excused members. Do you know who the members were?
Yes, that would be Sammy Keene and Glenn Hunter
And Gloria Spivey.
and Gloria Spivey.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion.
Make a
Baker?
motion, we approve we excuse those members. They're absent with excuses.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Who did the second?
James
Baker.
Baker.
James, thank you.
Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Like sign opposed. Motion passes. All right, next is we need to approve the agenda. Everybody had a chance to look at the agenda? All right,
Great, I make a motion, we approve it.
here we had a motion. Second. And a second. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Like sign opposed. Motion carries. All right, have you had a chance, everyone's had a chance to look over the minutes? Just now. If you've had a chance to look them over and you approve, then if somebody would make a motion to approve the minutes, I would accept it. All right, we have a motion
I'll second it.
and a second. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Like sign opposed. Motion carries. All right, Madam Secretary, you're up.
I don't have anything to report, thank you.
And Madam Treasurer,
You're up. Yeah. Oh, I'm just on something else. Okay. Everybody received the financial reports? Okay. Seacoast checking account is 75,406.87. Our reserve savings account is 503.59. The CD account is 51,232.67. And our membership checking account is 32,978.85 for a total of 160,121.98. Pardon me? Yeah, I'm gonna ask about that. If you'll notice on the back side of your financial report is a profit and loss statement, and it shows for September what a lot of our expenses was. About the only thing that's out of the norm is under mowing labor was 2,150. Ken, who cleans up about 7 of our parks, does not give me an invoice every single month. Usually when I get an invoice for him, it's for about 3 months or 4 months. So I believe this was a 3-month bill.
is there anything we could do to make sure that, is that helping you to be 3 months out or?
Well, it's less checks for me to write. As long as he gives me a really great breakdown, I have all the documentation. So if it's easier for him and easier for me, I'm okay.
Okay, so
with
you
it.
can,
I can explain it.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Not that I could really see. Does anybody have questions? The budget last month was approved by the board. I posted last week the approved budget to our TREPO website. So when we have the members meeting, if anybody wanted to see the approved budget, it's there.
Thank you. Anything else?
Nope. Anybody have any
Do we,
questions?
do we need a motion to approve your,
Yes, we do.
okay, I'll entertain a motion for,
Make a motion to reapprove the treasurer's report.
got a motion? Second?
Who seconded it? Oh, James, thank
Director.
you.
Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Like sign opposed? That motion carries. You guys are full of life tonight.
I know it. It's easy. isn't
Wore
it?
out.
The only other thing I wanted to say is, towards the end of the year, I moved most all of the money out of our membership account back into the working fund so that when we start collecting membership for next year, we start with kind of a clean slate. I leave 1,200 in that account to absorb any costs from the credit card companies. But if I have your all's approval, and maybe you should go ahead and do a motion for that, I'd like to move everything but 1,200 out of that account into the working fund.
All right. Motion is in order. I'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion to go ahead and take the money from our membership account, move it into our regular working funds, minus $1,200 still left in that account.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Like sign opposed. Motion carries. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, Madam President, you're up.
I really don't have too much to say because we need to discuss, but it's down here also on 15 about maybe we need to move the members meeting and the election to the following weekend with all that's going on and the storm that's out there now.
Do you want to wait until
The
Let's get down.
19th.
number 15?
No, we gotta get-
on the
we need-
agenda?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, is there any?
Other than that, that's it.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, now we're gonna hear the abbreviated version of Park Manager's report from Will Green.
You wish.
Short and sweet, to the point.
Oh, yeah, short and sweet to the point. The parks are missed, camping, bridge, and Brandon parks are closed. All of them have heavy damage from Helena. We will need professional help to clean them up. I have,
Camping, Bridge, and Brennan.
yes,
Jeez.
the reason why Brandon is closed mostly is because of the water.
Okay.
And the fence and the big tree and whatever.
Okay.
And I've already, after talking to Glenn and Harry, I went ahead and got 3 requests for a proposal on cleaning up the all the parks, because all of them require some kind of assistance. I think we've received 2 bids so far. I haven't seen them. I told individuals to go around and figure out what it would take to get the parks back up and cleaned out and stuff.
Would you mind explaining what that would include, just so everybody will understand?
Sure. The main issues is the heavy trees that are in there. The decision is going to have to be made. First of all, members can't move them without, I don't want nobody getting hurt,
Yeah, absolutely.
They can pick up branches and stuff if they're at the park and they'd like to, but the parks that you can't get into, we have to make access to them first. Also, the decision will be made by the board if we put it out they can't put it out to the road because first of all, the county won't pick it up, and plus FEMA money does not go to a nonprofit. So they can't use that to be paid back. So like our park. Now, if you live in a nonprofit, it's not a problem, but the organization itself cannot put something out and expect the community to pay for it or FEMA to pay for it. So the county will have a problem with it. So the decision will have to be made by the person, give them the bid if they're gonna, 1, push it back up in the woods, if we have a place. 2, carry them off and have them thrown out, where they dump them at. Or 4, we also even discussed, moving them to a clear area and burning some of it. We've already done that. Chris Smith from the Swanee side, him and Mikey they cleaned up Hodor Park, the branches and everything, and they burned them right there on that stump we just made. It was very nice. They called me on the weekend and asked if they could do it, and I've got approval through Glenn, and that was done, and so most of everything's picked up out there.
Bill, got a question.
Yeah,
My electrician's gonna start Monday,
okay.
running hard.
He can get in.
Get in.
Yeah, he needs to put that weatherhead in there, so he can get to that.
It's close to the fence. It's not down there where the water is.
That's right.
Yeah.
He can get to that, but the park itself is really closed because just past the hill where it starts going down towards the river, there's water's already up to it. And coming up more. The boat ramps at both parks are pretty much unusable. The river is up way too high. I know people are trying to use them, but I feel the more they use them when they're gonna tear it up, and we're gonna have to put more fill in. But they're usable if you can get your boat down that far. Okay, the weatherhead at the bathroom at boat ramp park was also destroyed. And I talked to Tommy already, Matthews, about it. And the discussion was to possibly, since we're already getting electrical work and we have an electrician there at Brennan Park, maybe if the board discusses it, they can move a little bit of that money from that proposal, because there's a little over. Get that repaired and get it done, so we can get that bathroom up and running, the pump running over there.
You're
Right.
talking about the Swanee boat ramp now, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We need to indicate if it's Swanee or Columbia.
Well, I call it Boat Ramp Park, and this is Boat Ramp over here. That's the two differences. That's what's on the sign.
Okay, I should look at the signs more often.
Yeah, really,
Wait a minute, which
Columbia
one's
Boat
which?
Ramp.
Boat Ramp Park is Columbia side?
no.
Let's just start,
Boat Ramp Park is just a Boat Ramp Park.
signifying which county they're in, just so everybody.
Okay, one's a park
I
and
ask
one is
you
a,
every month, so I
I
was wondering
know.
why you weren't putting it down. Okay,
one's a park and one is a boat ramp.
and they're both boat ramps.
They both have a boat ramp.
Thank you. Okay. Now we know.
We moved one toilet, we've moved one porta potty over to Boat Ramp Park, which is on the Swanee side.
Thank you. Did you add a porta potty or
No,
did you just
I
move?
just moved one from
Okay,
the regular boat ramp
so
on the
the,
Columbia County
so the
side.
bill should be the same.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. The storage room back here is ready to start moving some storage into it. I put the AC in there. Some of the same members, this is gonna be it's like a broken record. I'm still bringing dogs in and I write their names down and stuff, and but anyway, that's still an issue. I spoke to the vendor. I spoke to 2 vendors so far concerning picnic tables. Remember, we had discussed that a few meetings back. But with all this other stuff going on, we're gonna put that on the back burner until it gets together. I've been finding broken glass in the parks, Boat Ramp Park and Point Park mostly. Also been finding, there's been, drug use in the park, those parks around here, and I've been finding drug paraphernalia too, so.
Okay, so that, just to clarify for her, because she might get confused, I'm not confused now. Boat Ramp Park where the broken glass is Swanee, right?
Yeah,
Okay, got it.
and Point Park.
I'm more concerned about how he knows what drug paraphernalia is.
You'd be amazed what I
He
know.
was a fireman.
You would be amazed what I know. Well, never mind.
Go ahead.
Yes, we could all comment on that.
Okay, Milton is coming, and the river is already high, so it's gonna go up some more. They haven't decided how much more. Tommy sent something out to me today.
It's gonna be less than they predict.
Good, we like that idea. Everybody, please take care of each other. Take care of your families. Check in on your family members. Check in on your neighbors. And reach out for help if you need it. Thank you.
You said we already have 2 bids for the cleanup.
Yeah, 2. I'm waiting on one more. I've already
Is
asked.
that, with this, I don't think we're gonna have a lot of damage from this storm, but if we do, we need to, make sure that that may come
Yeah.
into play when they start doing the cleanup.
Well, yeah,
That
I
might
had,
change the bid,
yeah, may change it.
yeah,
I talked to them, 2 of them about it.
yeah.
And I said, since we're not getting it done, we were gonna try to get it done the rest of this week,
Yeah.
but, there's no sense in doing that right now. So yes, it'll probably have to be revisited by,
We got a good idea of what's down now, so
yeah.
if there's anything extra, you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, well, it'll be brought to the board, or at least, you guys gotta approve it anyway. And I have not even seen, I've not seen what the bids were. I haven't even looked at it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate the hard work. We really do.
Oh,
Thank you, did a great job.
On the electrical, since we have a little buffer in our
Contingency, it's called.
Online.
contingency, is that?
It's online.
Huh?
And it's online.
So, I was gonna approach Holly Electric about giving us a price on that, weatherhead.
Want to be there.
It needs a meter, can, a weatherhead, and probably the pipe going up.
And, if that's within our range or amount, then probably go ahead and do it.
So they could go ahead and do it while they're already going to be there.
Say what?
According to the meeting minutes from last meeting, the chairman said that any change orders need to be brought back before the board so yes, you can do it as long as you bring it back to the board.
So even
Okay.
though there's
But-
8,000 there.
But couldn't we go ahead and do it now?
Yeah,
So we can
say
get
it
the work.
again.
Well,
They're
I don't
coming
know.
Monday,
I'm
but
just
we
telling
want-
you what I know.
Now, that could cause a little problem because
They're gonna be there.
our board meeting was a month before.
No, I'm saying, why can't we go ahead and discuss this tonight and get it done, since they're gonna be there
Yes.
Monday, depending on the weather.
Yeah, go ahead and make a
Doing the
motion now.
work, we go ahead
Make the motion.
and get them to, of course, get a price and all, but go ahead and if it's within that amount that's already been approved, we're doing exactly what Glenn said. We're
Yes.
bringing it back and discussing it.
Yes. Even though you don't have an exact number, the fact that it's gonna be within the 8,000 you should make a motion and it should be voted on.
Are we doing a weatherhead and stuff on the?
Yeah,
Price already? Okay. If it, can we just basically say if it falls in line with that price?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. to ask you.
Right.
I'd like to.
Yeah, there you go.
The pre-approved price for the already weatherhead and stuff.
I think the Brennan weatherhead, I don't know if the meter's any good or not. I think it's probably gonna be about the same.
The meter's fine at
Yeah.
Brennan, yeah. It just needs a piece of plastic and
So,
and a head on it.
There'll be a little difference.
But they both need permits.
oh,
That's
yeah.
the problem with Swanee side, you can't.
Oh, that's interesting.
In the bid from Holly Electric, they split it up. And Swanee County stuff, Columbia County stuff. Swanee County stuff, it's very simple. It's just the weatherhead and all. They put down $500. So I'm guessing that, this thing will be in that range, maybe a butthole or something.
You have to buy a
Make a
meter
motion
can.
for $1,000 to take care of it.
Well, and that's something that we've done in the past. We've actually given an amount even more than what it would take, but then ask you to check back or let us know how much it's actually going to be. But there was a range in the past where, we've worked it so that up to a certain amount. Now that's an option if you choose.
I think James got it about, it goes
Do
to
we
$1,000.
need a pole or anything else, or is it just the weatherhead?
We already approved that.
They're probably gonna have to replace the
Not the
weatherhead.
not the new
They're
one.
gonna have to replace the pipe going up through the bathroom. And then the can looks like it's been bent up pretty good. The meter can,
Pole's still good
there's no pole. It's on the side of the building.
on the side of it. Okay.
So the bid came in, what, 5-ish? And we allowed 8. So could we just take a, kind of earmark 1,000 of what we've already approved, or do we need more?
I think that's a great idea.
Trying to
just
figure out.
Just to approve up to 1,000 unless it was, yeah.
And you're prepared to make that as a motion? Is everybody
I'll say.
prepared to, okay,
You had bump it to 12, because if you got to replace the meter box, I think one of those are over 200 piece. Yeah. And the pipe. You must, make a motion to go up to $1,200 to repair that.
But it's changed.
So just so you know, currently they're approved totally for 5,500, 5,536.60. If you go to 1,200, you're still well within that
What
8,000.
we've already approved.
So you're at 6,736. So you still have some leeway for change orders.
The other thing that complicates this on the Swanee County side, there's gonna be a permit. So Columbia County is, we don't know for sure, it's gonna be up to the building department. And they're probably saying, no, go ahead.
We're gonna use whatever the pipes are already in there anyway. Yeah.
So it would be nice to have both of these things on the Swanee County side done.
In the same.
Same time, same permit, or else we're gonna. have-
okay, but you're in agreement with his motion then, is what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we have a motion, it's $1,200, right?
Yeah.
And who do we have?
Wade seconded.
Wait a second.
Okay, all right, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Like sign opposed, motion carries.
Remember in Swanee County, you can get your permits online now. I know, I work for them, so.
That's great.
Well, then we'll let you do it.
But you gotta,
Get computers running.
we drove over there.
This electric is gonna get a permit.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, there's one thing that, just food for thought, and I've said this before, but, and we don't need really to even discuss it now, but just think about it, is instead of having someone that just mows our grass, that we have a groundskeeper. And that person would be in charge of all small limbs, trimming limbs, picking up limbs, the cemetery that we have to keep up. I don't know how, if that's even been touched lately. So just keep in mind and think about it, that it might be that we'd be better off having a groundskeeper that does all these things instead of trying to find volunteers to do it, or trying to see if there's somebody else that can do these things for us. It takes one person or one company to do all of that. But I'm calling it groundskeeper for lack of a better term. But just think about that.
Well, thanks for volunteering for that position.
Yeah,
Didn't know you were working.
you pay me what I'm worth.
That's that exercise you were talking about.
That's it. All right, maintenance committee report. Who's on?
Just did that. That's it.
It was all covered.
Yeah,
That was it.
Talking about
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we just did.
Do you have
Well,
anything
no
else?
money.
Do you have anything else to share?
Well, Monday is when Holly Electric is scheduled to do the Swanee County side. Then the following week, they're scheduled to do the rest of the stuff. That's my schedule. I'm sticking to it.
Okay. Glad you made it there.
All right, communications committee report.
All I really have is the membership. So for October, the Columbia County side, we're at 705 members. Swanee County, 255. So we're at a total of 960 members. Total with both counties. That's pretty much it. We'll get into everything else down bottom once we're discussing the annual meeting, because we have, was it the 19th, which would have been the Saturday after our members meeting. We were going to do the fall festival and the kids Halloween thing. So we'll get into that when we get down to the bottom.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right, new business. We're on to discuss a resolution, and I want to, what I'm going to do is ask secretary to read this resolution. It's a resolution. But I'm going to ask for a motion. Now, the motion, which also requires a second, is going to have to be unanimously voted upon, unanimously approved by the board members to approve this resolution. So there are a couple of minor errors, typos, if you will, Scribner's errors. And we're going to point those out as we go so that we can identify each error. And once we do that, then we're going to have, there are two people that have their names are misspelled. We're just going to ask you to draw a line on the original that secretary will sign and correct it, and then initial it. And then once these are done, then she will sign it as the secretary, and it'll be done. But it will require a unanimous approval by the board. So, Madam Secretary, if you will read it and just stop at the point where there needs to be a correction.
Correction.
Point that out, please.
The Three Rivers Estates Property Owners, Inc. resolutions of the Board of Directors. The undersigned, as Secretary of Three Rivers Estates Property Owners, Inc., a Florida non-for-profit corporation, hereafter referred to as association, hereby certifies that the association is a duly incorporated, validly existing corporation in good standing under the laws of the state of Florida, and at a meeting of the board of directors of the corporation duly and regularly held in accordance with its bylaws on or about the 8th day of October 2024, parentheses, meeting, at which a quorum was present, and voting throughout. The following resolutions were unanimously adopted, and the same have not been revoked, canceled, annulled, or amended in any manner and are in full force and effect on the date hereof. Whereas during the years of 2022, instead of, it should be or 2023, during the years of 2022 or 2023, certain payments to individuals for reimbursement of authorized out-of-pocket expenses for maintenance of association property, contractor, and for monitoring of access gates on association property were made by the association, and such payments have been subject to injury by one or more association members, questioning the propriety of such payments. And whereas some of the reimbursements were made to some members of the board of directors and some officers of the association, and some independent contractor payments for the monitoring of access gates were made to an officer of the association. And whereas the board has conducted a thorough review of the payments in question in order to determine whether they were authorized by the board of directors, included in the financial reporting of the association, and comply with the governing documents and Florida statutes. It is hereby resolved that the following determinations are made by the board concerning the payments. Be it further resolved, there's a spelling correction for Vonda's last name. Vonda Ackerson was reimbursed for an out-of-pocket expense she incurred on behalf of the association. Such reimbursements were proper and compliant with the governing documents and Florida statutes. Be it further resolved, William Grimm is an association employee duly approved by the board and holds the position of park manager. He is not an officer or a member of the board. Brim is compensated with an hourly wage and receives mileage reimbursements as well as reimbursement for out-of-pocket expenses necessary for the proper maintenance and operation of the park. All payments to Brim are fully compliant with the board's authority, had the board's approval, and adhere to the association's governing documents. Be it further resolved, John Bryant, now deceased, served as an independent contractor for the association and received mileage reimbursements as well as reimbursement for out-of-pocket expenses incurred during his duties as an independent contractor, all of which were authorized by the board of directors and adhere to the association's governing documents. Be it further resolved, Patricia Hester, who is neither a member of the board or an officer of the association, provided, thank you, Priscilla Hester, provided services as an independent contractor for the association and provided gatekeeping and cleaning services. Hester was paid below market rate for these services, and the board confirms that the payments were authorized, reasonable, and justified. Be it further resolved, Terry Hester, who was elected as president of the association, provided monitoring of association river access points unrelated, the word "to" should be inserted here, unrelated to her role as president of the association. Hester was paid below market rate for these services, and the board confirms that these payments were authorized, reasonable, and justified. Terry Hester was also reimbursed for out-of-pocket expenses she incurred on behalf of the association. Such reimbursements were proper and compliant with the governing documents. Be it further resolved, Cheryl Olson provided monitoring of association. Should it be corrected to Sherry?
Okay, so
How do you spell that?
S-A-G-R-R-Y.
R-R-Y, okay. Sherry Olson provided monitoring of association river access points unrelated to her role as vice president of the association. Olson was paid below market rate for these services. Any corrections? Sorry.
Yes, yes. I actually think those names need to be flipped.
Yes.
Because the first one, it says Cheryl Olson, the other is Mickey Olson. Mickey is the vice president.
Right.
Sherry is,
It sounded
those
weird.
needed to
Okay,
go
so it should be Mickey Olson
as the
first,
first.
Mickey Mouse. Okay. All right, all right. And what's her daughter's name? Sherry?
That's her daughter, that's her. They're not.
They're not
They're not related. Oh, Lord. Okay, I need to make sure I get this right here.
So
got
Mickey
it?
would be the first one up here because she's vice president. This is Sherry.
Ah,
So
got it. Oh, I see what you mean. I hadn't gotten to
They
the
just
next
flipped
one.
the first names on the
Okay.
paragraphs.
All right. So we're almost at the end of the Mickey Olson one, which was board confirms that these payments were authorized, reasonable, and justified. Be it further resolved, Sherry Olson provided monitoring of association river access points as an independent contractor. Olson was paid below market rate for these services, and the board confirms that these payments were authorized, reasonable, and justified. Be it further resolved, Vicky with an I but not an E, so VICKI M, which is now Sellers. What do
Well,
we do
back in
about that?
23, I was M,
Okay,
and a lot of the checks said Victoria, so I don't know if you want to change it to Victoria.
That's true.
That's fine.
Victoria M was reimbursed for out-of-pocket expenses she incurred on behalf of the association. Such reimbursements were authorized, proper, and compliant with the governing documents of Florida statutes. Be it further resolved after the inquiry of the Board of Directors, by the Board of Directors concerning the certain payments made to individuals associated with the association, the board maintains that all such expenditures were properly authorized and further ratified upon approval of financial reports and upon review in the event that there was any technical deficiency in the authorization procedure. Such payments are hereby approved and ratified. The board confirms that no such payments were made in violation of the governing documents of the association or chapter 720 of the Florida statutes.
Okay, so sign it.
Okay.
Not yet. Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to take one that will become the original. Is that it there?
This one?
Okay. Now, everywhere there is an error, I want to put a line through it,
Okay.
put what's supposed to be there, and initial it right below it.
All
Okay?
right.
Sure.
So if there's one that the person that's not here, which is from Sherry.
My initial,
Yes, on the or,
so like or
and
and
that
then
puts
my,
your initial. There you go. All right,
Okay.
and look, and then also over
Ackerson.
here, there's
all of them. Okay.
not all of them, no.
No?
And then
There
just
should be a C. So it should
Yeah,
be ACK
right.
Yeah, but now-
also in.
I want you to initial that.
Okay.
So
What
in
you
other
want?
words,
Okay.
the only one with a two
That's at the bottom, last
at
paragraph.
the bottom where there's
me.
a two,
Okay.
put the two there,
All right.
TO, and then
Where is
initial
the
that.
two?
Right here.
That wasn't here.
Right here.
Unrelated to her role? Okay.
To her role. There you go, two. Now put your initial out to the side. Very good, good.
All right. So you're gonna do the Ackerson.
Okay, now the names, yeah, Ackerson, you would do that, and then,
And then
change, the correct
Mickey
spelling.
and Sherry would initial theirs?
Yeah,
Or
but,
Mickey would initial hers anyway.
yeah, she would initial hers. And what we'll do is, okay,
So should I do that or should she?
on Sherry's not here, right? So we have people that can
Wait a
attest.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. This one's already been, has this been corrected? No. Sherry,
We need just one original.
right, but
Okay,
it's,
this one has been, right there, there.
yeah. So now, the next
Let's
one.
make sure we keep the same.
I got it, I got you. Be it resolved.
Okay.
Could those individuals be approved by the president and he is the one that is supposed to be?
If she can verify, whoever verified that information, then.
Terry verifies all of the gatekeepers' time cards and presents them to the
But
treasurer
if you're,
for checks.
if you're just on the names that need to be corrected, if you'll do that yourself,
Could you change that to Terry? Oh, no.
no.
Not you.
It should be,
To Mickey,
Mickey.
Sherry's changed to Mickey.
Cheryl.
So there should be a line.
Make sure you're on the same original. We're
Oh,
gonna, one is the
we'll
original.
draw one through both.
There you go.
Draw a line through those and correct it like that.
And then initial it.
Is Sherry's SEN? Is that correct?
Let
It's
her-
OSON.
let her do hers.
There we
But
go.
just put, who's verifying hers?
Terry will.
Okay, make sure your initials, put your initials for her.
No, see, we're switched, here, okay. This, you're the vice president, so that should be.
You were supposed to be up here.
Oh,
So mark through that and put your name. And initial yours.
yes.
I ain't one of those.
Okay, and then mark through that, and that should be Sherry Olson.
Am I doing it right?
And Sheila into that.
Just put her name.
She'll initial that, and then I'll do me.
Can you find it? You know,
I'll find it.
What needs to be changed?
Priscilla, for Tricia.
It doesn't say, it says Priscilla.
Is it Priscilla?
There should be 3 places on the back sheet.
Yep.
Mickey, Sherry, and Victoria.
And also their last
We're getting
names.
it
So
right.
Mickey Olson,
Slowly but
Mickey Olson, Sherry Olson, and then just Victoria for the.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so you have them all? Make sure you got them.
Oh, wait, 2. There's a 2 somewhere. Did we correct that on the previous
2.
page here?
Down the bottom.
Yeah, I did.
I have 6 corrections if that's Bill.
All right, that's
Check.
good.
Okay, that's got it. Now, before you sign it, don't sign it yet. That's the original.
Okay. So should I put original?
Once you sign it with, you got blue?
Oh, that'll be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. that's-
No, I
hold on
don't
now.
know. Is this
Um,
blue or black? Blue.
I have you if you need it.
Okay, here's what we're gonna need. I need a motion.
Here's any better anything.
A motion to adopt the resolution of the Board of Directors dated Tuesday, October the 8th, 2024, with the specified identified corrections. These are Scribner's errors. They're not of any significance. But if you give me, someone wants to give me a motion to adopt, then I'll need a second. And then, but if you need a minute to think about it, it must be unanimous. This is a resolution, so the board needs to make sure it's unanimous.
You need things specifically mentioned or just the name corrections?
No, we can just state that the identified, I think we can get away with just saying the identified or specified identified corrections / Scribner errors with those. In other words, motion to adopt this is what I wrote down. Motion to adopt the resolutions of the Board of Directors dated Tuesday, October 8th, 2024, with the specified identified corrections / Scribner's errors. Now, if somebody wants to say so move, that probably would work, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So move.
All right,
Second.
we got a second. We got a motion, we got a second.
Who seconded it?
Mr. Baker,
Okay.
any discussion? Any discussion?
No, because I know we have receipts for everything and I've looked over all of them myself.
I do have a question.
Okay,
In the future, if someone else comes in, do we have to have this for them also, or will this cover them? This resolution?
covers.
This just goes back. This just goes back.
This is just going back.
This is going back to cover
This is a historical document. So
2022 and 2023.
that's correct. That's correct. All right. Any other discussion? We have a motion and a second. No other discussion. All in favor signify by saying aye. Like sign opposed. The motion or it's unanimous, and so the motion carries. And please record it as unanimous.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you for your patience on that. Okay. Hang on.
Wait.
You have to sign it. Sign, you can go ahead and sign it now,
I can sign it now.
please. And date it, please.
October.
Hey,
2024.
Okay.
Got it? All righty.
Here's your blue and black pen,
Okay,
bluish black.
the second thing that we need to discuss under old business is the election. And several individuals have talked with me and about this, and I think some of them have some ideas about what we could do. We got a hurricane coming, and that was part of the reason I've tried to rush this along, because I know there's people who need to tend to their needs, their families' needs, and to make sure that everybody's safe. I don't know where it's going to land, but it's pretty big. So anyway, with that said, there are a number of options. We can go forward with everything. We can have the feed, we can have the election, we can do all of those things just like it's planned this coming Saturday. Or we can have portions of it, make sure that we have the election. Here's my concern, and that is that I think might be a way that you can postpone the election. I'm not inclined to do that because I think that's could cause some problems. Yeah, so one of the options would be to have the election, go forward with the election, but not have the barbecue. Another one would be to have the election, no barbecue and no meeting, but have the election and then postpone the meeting. Here's my concern's the same as yours. You know what it is, and that is electricity's going to be out. We're going to have probably, if it hits us like the last one did, we're going to have trees in the road. People can't get here. And we're going to have a lot of problems that somebody could get hurt on the way. Here's another thing too that we talked about today, and that is that maybe a possibility that the people who are scheduled to count the votes may not make it. There may be a limb or a tree through their house, or they may be injured. So if we have the election, then we've got to have another option just in case those people can't come. And maybe, Vonda, do you want to speak to that? Because it was in great part your idea about that.
At that point, I mean, if the people that we've hired cannot get here, what do we do? I say if it was to do that, to count it, maybe we have members, we need three people to count them, but it would be an open thing where anybody could watch it, witness it. So there is no funny business going on. You would watch them come out of the box, get verified and counted. I think we still need 3 people, but we could pull from within ourselves.
And since there are only 2 people who have standing to contest it, other than the membership, then those 2 people could be allowed to witness the counting of the votes. So there's a number, and we're just laying them out on the table for you. There's a number of options here, and we want to be fair and we want to do what's right. At the national level, obviously, this doesn't rise to that level, but at the national level, they don't postpone elections. North Carolina we're going to suffer from them, and because they're not, many of them aren't going to make it to the polls, but they're going forward with the election. So the question, and so the question is, even if we can legally change it with a certain number of days' notice, which may be the case, do we want to? So I'm putting it out there for your discussion. I'm trying really hard not to direct it in any particular way. I want your input here, but this is important. And if you think that the election needs to go forward, then okay. Does it need to go forward with a barbecue? Who knows? It might not even be where we could have it. And the other thing is some of this can be frozen. I think some of the meat that's.
Well, as long as I let us know by Thursday, we can.
I'd say that part we just put on hold. Food, the barbecue, that I think just, because that's just kind of irrelevant to what's going
About
on.
a window.
Can we save the food? That's my point.
Yeah, we can save the food, but he would want us to postpone it and still do it
Okay. So what's the pleasure of the board? I'm open.
I would like to see the elections go on. I don't think it's concerning so much to have food. Even though, you know, some people don't use it, but maybe later on, you know, maybe a celebration later to say we've made it through the storm, let's celebrate that and provide food. You
Good
know,
point. And you could have all kinds of criticism if you hold a barbecue and there they are celebrating and people out here are hurting, you know, and
Right.
if you did the barbecue for the benefit of others, that might be one thing, but that's not set up to do that. So
It's not a party mood.
it's not a party.
no,
And I don't want
And
anybody,
it's a fee for
I think-
food, right? We're not distributing food. If that's completely different.
Yeah.
So,
okay, so I've heard from one,
I think we should have the election. I don't think we should vote on that. I think that, most of the people will be able to get out here for the election. The barbecue and the members meeting, I can see why we can't postpone that for a week, 2 weeks, whatever we do.
historically,
Because the park right now, you know, they're still a little bit in disarray. And that's where we have the meeting at, the members meeting. Make sure we have it ready.
historically, it's been, everything's been tied together, but I'm not even sure that the meeting is required for the election to take place.
Well, we're required to have a members meeting, but not at
Not-
the same time as the election.
Okay, that's my point.
I feel that some members plan accordingly and they've been knowing that this meeting is coming. They may work weekends and they've arranged to be here to vote. So I think we should continue with the vote, but postpone the barbecue.
Okay,
What about the members meeting?
And that should be postponed as well. I mean, people have other things on their mind, I think, rather than, we can do that at a later date as well.
okay, other board members, I want, Mr. Matthews, what's your thoughts on this?
Well, I think we should vote and eat and have fun because this weather sucks and somebody needs to be happy for it. So how about be happy for some food in your stomachs and some voting and some neighborhood stuff, you know? Be nice.
I'm like, whatever. James, any 2 cents?
All kinds of criticism if you hold a barbecue and there they are celebrating and people out here are hurting, you know, and
Right.
if you did the barbecue for the benefit of others, that might be one thing, but that's not set up to do that. So
It's not a party mood.
it's not a party.
no,
And I don't want
and
anybody,
it's a fee for
I think-
food, right? We're not distributing food. If that's completely different.
Yeah.
So,
okay, so I've heard from one,
I think we should have the election. I don't think we should vote on that. I think that, most of the people will be able to get out here for the election. The barbecue and the members meeting, I can see why we can't postpone that for a week, 2 weeks, whatever we do.
historically,
Because the park right now, you know, they're still a little bit in disarray. And that's where we have the meeting at, the members meeting. Make sure we have it ready.
historically, it's been, everything's been tied together, but I'm not even sure that the meeting is required for the election to take place. Do
Well,
you-
we're required to have a members meeting, but not at
Not-
the same time as the election.
Okay, that's my point.
I feel that some members plan accordingly and they've been knowing that this meeting is coming. They may work weekends and they've arranged to be here to vote. So I think we should continue with the vote, but postpone the barbecue.
Okay,
What about the members meeting?
And that should be postponed as well. I mean, people have other things on their mind, I think, rather than, we can do that at a later date as well.
Okay, other board members, I want, Mr. Matthews, what's your thoughts on this?
Well, I think we should vote and eat and have fun because this weather sucks and somebody needs to be happy for it. So how about be happy for some food in your stomachs and some voting and some neighborhood stuff, you know? Be nice.
I'm like, whatever. James, any 2 cents?
No, I definitely, like everyone else is saying, the election, I think should go ahead and go on. The other, I'm not really seeing that as far south as the hurricane's gonna hit, we're gonna have as much trouble, but
Did you pull it
every
out?
time the wind blows, we do lose power. But if we're cooking and so forth, I got like a 6,200 generator, and somebody wants me to run crock pot. I can bring it up.
Well, the guy that's doing.
Where's it look like it's coming on? It's below,
Thursday.
It's below Tampa.
But he preferred that we move it, right?
Yeah. He said that if we moved it, he wanted to know by Thursday.
Who is this?
But
George Woods, who does all our barbecue.
Okay, so I think we got
Here's our track.
at least a consensus. We're close to Sarasota now.
It's moved south.
Let's move south some more. I mean,
Hope it doesn't.
we're gonna get some rain.
Okay, so
Thursday.
here's what I'm gleaning from this, that everybody seems to want the election to go forward no matter what, all right? So we're gonna do that, we'll do that, but the rest of it, I'm not sure we got a consensus here. And you make a good point, but,
Why don't you ask the audience?
I was just gonna say that.
all right,
Just
we do that. Any of you have any opinions on this?
These are 200 and something people, maybe 300 people. The collective garden this past couple meals. She made tons and tons of food on our barbecue and our outdoor kitchen. We had no electric. We took it down there.
I had water. It was clean.
Good job.
People pay though.
We didn't, we didn't charge.
No,
That's the thing with your election and your meeting.
Well, that's
When
because
you're
they're
charging
out
for food, and right now, everybody is behind the eight ball, financially, emotionally, physically. I mean, you-
Everybody's in survival mode.
Yeah,
About the rest of you, how do you feel?
I think for the food, but you have to have the election and you need to have the meeting.
The meeting and the, election.
I changed my vacation plans because
I know, a lot of people have, okay.
so we can move the meeting up then, right?
I'm just saying the election depends on the meeting. Because if you don't have the meeting, you don't have the people show.
Okay.
You know, and if you want to have the true numbers for an election, you need to keep at least the meeting, in my opinion. You know, and I know the last 2 meetings have kind of been like debacles in my opinion, but at least you get the people to come to the park. And I know the park's a mess, and I know people are gonna, you know, they're on edge of what's gonna happen Friday when they wake up and Saturday. So if you don't have to cook food and prepare and all that, then it makes it that much easier. I don't know, what small, like you said, cookies, you know, drinks, and just a small social. Try to have your meeting as best you can to get the number of people here to have a decent election.
Without the barbecue, the meeting could be double,
You
right?
could pass out free food if you
Hang
want to
out all
help the
day.
family.
Yeah.
Well, it's still gotta be at 1 o'clock because of voting.
Just a question, how much money is involved in the food or the expectation of fundraiser? Is there any chance that people who are able could make donations to cover the cost and then the food would be free?
Very good idea, be very good idea.
What we usually, last year, but
Less than $2,000. It was probably around 1,600, I think.
I think that would be a real draw too.
I mean, because there was a lot of people that, I mean, I got the brunt of a lot of it, that were in need of food and were wondering why the community didn't help out at all. And, I'm new, so I have no idea what's been happening in the past, but this would be an opportunity. outreach to the community for food, because nobody's gonna be able to buy food at the, and I wouldn't want the barbecue to go to waste because people can't afford food.
You know, there were all kinds of distribution centers.
I
So
understand.
Unfortunately, a lot of people just didn't know how to tap into
I
that.
understand that, but
Terry, did we plan on 200 people?
150.
Huh?
150.
150, okay.
Okay, anybody else over here would like to speak to it?
Okay, let's move along. We got it in front of us. What do you want to do? What's your pleasure?
Well, I like the idea of the meeting and the election. As far as the barbecue. that's-
Do we have a consensus on that, or is it, does it have to do with it? We want to include the food
What do
too.
you mean? I don't understand.
We have the meeting, members meeting Saturday. That's planned. And the election. That's planned. As far as the barbecue, we always have barbecue
Food.
food that's served when we have the meeting, members meeting. That part we can either give the folks on.
The suggestion was that,
I gave somebody would. So we give away.
We can go with it and put a donation bucket out.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that.
I like that idea.
too.
I like that idea.
Everybody's hurt.
I like that
It'd be
idea.
good to help the community.
Okay, so is everybody in agreement? So we're gonna need a motion.
so this would, allow, us to give free food, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, till it runs out.
It's gonna be by donation until it runs out.
I'll make a motion that we have the members meeting and the election. We take the food and try to distribute it to the ones that need food.
Well, be here at the meeting.
Yeah, we'll have it here.
At the
If
meeting,
someone doesn't have money, that's
We'll go ahead and
fine.
have it.
and until it runs out.
Yeah, if it runs out, then
Okay.
that's my motion.
And understanding that this is, for this time, we may or may not be able to do that the next time.
Right.
Correct, yeah.
It's kind of a
Just for
unique
this-
situation.
This is just for this particular.
All right, so I think we got the motion, right?
Yep.
And
What about the ballots? How is the ballots gonna happen? Do you have that plan A is plan B? Did you vote on that?
What do you mean?
why don't we do this first and then go to
Let's get this
that?
part.
We do that?
Let me go ahead and second his motion so we can vote on it. and then-
Okay, Shirley.
All right, we got a first, got a second. Any further discussion?
Who gave the first?
One
Who made
did.
Wayne, thank you, Wayne.
All right, we got a first, we got a second. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Like sign opposed? Passes. Motion passes. All right, now let's talk about, the next,
I'd say if we can't count votes, we should do golf cart jousting. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Terry's at a disadvantage.
I'll probably lose that one.
okay, all right. So
You'll have
here's
to
the thing,
sit on the
if
right
for
side.
some reason, we have three people coming, are they all from the
From like
supervisor elections?
Yes.
All of them are from the supervisor elections office who, will be, if they're here, counting. But let's say worst case scenario, one or two or all three can't be here. The question is, what do we do? And that is, we're going to have to find somebody to fill in to count votes. And if we do, then again, the only two people who would have, standing to contest it could be allowed to observe as they count the votes. The question is, if you agree to that, the question is, who does it? Who can you get to do?
No, there's a lot of honest people here. We've got them right there.
That's
See
what I
if
mean,
you've got
draw
three
names.
volunteers.
Who wants to count, fine with whoever's here to count votes? They want to vote. We have three people that would
Don't
want
pick
to, or
anybody.
put
Do you
their names.
understand what we're talking about?
Yep.
We're gonna need somebody extra.
If the three, one, two, or three of the supervisor elections can't show up, we will need someone, one or two or three people to fill those positions. And then I think the way to do this would be, again, to let the two people, well, that's the only race we have, is two people running. And let both of them be observers,
I agree.
right, while they're counting. So,
Well, I can't really observe because I run the members meeting.
Trust
But I,
the members.
That's true. She's running the
I
member
run
meeting, so
the
she
member
won't be
meeting.
hearing anyway.
but whatever's fine with me. You
okay,
understand?
so you wouldn't object if somebody else observed in your
No.
place?
Well, if the voting was over by 12:30 and not 1, you'd be able.
We've already put it out at 1 o'clock though. We can't go back on it because some people know that it's 1 o'clock.
Can we start the meeting at
But
1:30?
I have no objections to not.
Okay.
Yeah.
They could have a designee.
Yeah, do you
can
want,
have a designated
But you're
representative.
fine. You weren't in here last time.
Mickey can observe.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
so Mickey will be the observer and you're out. Okay, let's get back to you guys. We need 3 people to
3 volunteers to count.
votes. All right, can you provide your name and would you mind taking?
No, I don't
I'm
want
already volunteering.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pam's
we know,
already-
yeah,
Pam.
Pam's already
Got
been,
all her
Pam's already
info.
got her, she'll be kind of
Okay.
overseeing the 3.
You
So she
get
won't
this
be one of
gentleman's
them.
name here?
She won't take,
Jeffrey Long.
Jeffrey.
And I will also, I can't put my wife's name on there, but she's former town clerk and supervisor of elections on what service she would be having.
So should I say Jeffrey or?
No, and.
Ian?
No, Ann.
Okay, what is her name again?
This is gonna really be a simple.
Laura Long.
Laura?
Yeah, Laura Long.
Okay, so we have 2 people, right?
That's 3 people.
That's
No,
2.
Pam
Pam
Thomas
can't do
can't
it.
do it.
She's gonna be
doing-
kind of telling them how to do
She's running
it.
the election for me.
Okay,
Okay. What do we have? We have 2 people.
we've got Jeffrey
count?
and Laura Long.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, you're not on the board yet.
you're a member. You take over in January. Bonnie Blackwell.
I'm sorry, yeah, I'm.
We make a motion that Plan B, in
Yes.
case the
Okay,
supervisors
I
election
need,
cannot work that day, that these 3 people, you know, with the 2 individuals running, or whatever designee is observed.
And I'm not even sure that we need to list the names in the motion because we may have to change again. So
We have 3
Just have
members.
3 volunteers.
3 volunteers. So that's your motion.
Yes,
All right, we have a second.
this is a Plan B in case they don't.
Second.
Okay,
Anyway.
all right, so we have a motion, a second. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Like sign opposed. Motion carries. Thank you for offering.
Hey, can we vote about the tent? Can we vote about the tent?
Pam, what time should they be in here? Because you'll need to
Okay.
kind of explain it to them. Well, I guess 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock when everything comes over.
All right, we're moving right along here. I've been trying to push this thing as much as I can, but I know you want to get back to
Yeah, I
your,
got one. Did Tommy want, do we still need the tent put up?
I'm scared
We
of it.
shouldn't need the tent put up. That's only if we're feed.
I would.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do that.
Hey, I'm making an executive decision.
Are we
No.
doing the food?
How about
No, we are doing the food.
Okay,
Food.
don't put
They
it
do
up.
it, if they're just handing it out, they can hand it out in the small pavilion.
Large pavilion.
You don't have to wait for them to pay or anything.
Don't have-
Still are gonna meet it, they're still gonna try to sit down and eat.
Okay, so we don't need the tent,
No,
right?
they need the tent.
We need the tent.
Can't you pre-plate the food and have it in the boxes?
That's all, we'll put the tent up.
Okay,
Like,
I'll I will send my executive order. Okay, all right, let's get on the road here. We gotta get this thing over with.
Okay, the tent, 5 o'clock on Friday.
Okay, when they was giving out the.
I won't be here.
Order in the court, please.
You're hungry, you'll eat it.
All right, so we're down to the last part. Thank you very much for volunteering. Thank you for your input. Appreciate everything. Great idea. We're down to the last part. There's 2 minutes. We'll allow 2 minutes for each property owner to speak, and you have the floor. Okay?
On the bids for doing a park, they're gonna be next month on, or the parks they postponed month.
Is the park gonna stay closed?
Yeah.
Before we start cleanup time?
I don't think we have any plans to close the park for a month, do we? Is that what you're
Come
talking
on, already close. Can't get in.
There are two of them closed. I don't have no
Oh.
locks on them. You just can't get in them.
Because of
about? Now, Hooters.
trees and stuff.
Right, but out of the 9 parks, 2 are completely closed, so those.
You can't get
That's
into
not
them.
gonna be addressed till next
Okay.
month.
Which parks are they?
They're not locked up. You just can't access them
Right, you
because of
just get
trees.
access, so we're just gonna say they're.
Are they
closed
Camping
like they
park?
are till next month.
And Midpoint.
Okay, are they,
I mean, Bridge Park.
have we closed them or they just can't get in?
Just can't get into them.
So if they wanted to get into them, could they get into them?
No, not really. They could, I guess, if they wanted to
Okay.
climb over the
So what-
trees.
The board hasn't closed them. I guess that's what I'm.
Right, but we're just talking about the bids themselves. They're not even gonna go
We
in front of
put
the
it-
board
we
and
put it in there to
address.
Clean them up. And I don't
Till
think
next
it's
month,
good.
right?
Taking bids for cleanup.
Yeah, I got
Let's
two
wait
so far. I was
until
supposed to get a
after
third one
this
tonight.
See what it does and
Well,
get back with us.
say that.
I'm
but once you get a third, then you could
Yeah.
go to like Glenn and
Right.
you guys can make that decision because it's
Right.
a
I've
kind
already
of an
got two.
emergency
I
type.
was supposed to get a third one tonight. I
Right.
didn't get it, so
Right.
y'all were, the board was. So as soon as we get it, then the board can make a decision, I guess. Not
Just
the whole
two.
board, but I think
The,
I
kind of like
think
the,
executives can.
yeah. It doesn't have to go till next month to get our approval. We already know it's got to be done and Glenn and Tom and Terry.
I don't think it requires a board, decision. I think that the president can make that decision or the, chairman of the board.
It's gonna be fair, just whatever people write down anyway, you know what I
Right,
mean? Anybody can look at it after
Thank
it's
you.
over.
Thank you. Okay. Anybody else want to speak? Yes, sir.
How many absentee ballots have you guys got? You know,
I don't know.
I don't know.
So far, gosh, 26?
this is
No,
something shit off.
29.
Well, they,
Where are they?
They're in a box where nobody can get.
you gonna show them?
Yeah.
They're in a lockbox. You gonna show them?
Yeah, well, I have the only key. I have a padlock on the door that I unlocked today for the meeting, so the cameras and equipment can come out. But the padlock is still on the box. Last year, that box was made so that the opening was too large. I personally brought wood and I drilled and closed that from the inside of the box. So you can't access, can't get your hand in there. We counted, Hilda, Terry, sat over to the side. Hilda counted, logged them in as the secretary. I acknowledged what she counted. And so there's a list of the ballots that have gone in. No one's had access, but
I'm just curious, how many? There's
You were
29,
custodian of the records. That's the original.
right?
That's right.
Yes.
No.
29?
The other
Is that what you
thing,
said?
FEMA will pick up the wood, whether you're a nonprofit or not, I Googled it 100%. When you get bids from people, you have to get the bid that says it doesn't include disposing of it. So that would save us money. But FEMA will pick it up.
Because the county's doing it.
I Googled it, I just read it.
I know, but if you call the landfill,
Nonprofit.
okay,
Won't pick it up.
on a nonprofit, it's $3 and some odd cents.
You mean that you're gonna walk to the community and go, this is.
You know what, they don't have.
All
the
the stuff that's out there.
No, they don't.
Either you follow the rules or you don't follow them, one
They
of the
don't have
two.
the trucks to pick up the.
Nobody follows the rules, that's obvious.
Yes.
Excuse me, they don't have the trucks to drive through the neighborhood and pick up the big trees and the stumps, okay? You are
They're not gonna pick up the thing that's out there.
Yeah, but they're gonna
It's
find
a
a
county.
county.
Yeah.
If it's a contractor, okay,
$50.
if it's a contractor, then the contractor can be fined for putting the trees and the logs out there. If it's a property owner, you may get it come back on your taxes, okay? You can put the debris, which is the small limbs and the stuff like that, and the county will pick that up, that's free. But anything bigger than their trucks, if they gotta bring those trucks out, somebody's gonna pay.
Watch them, the last hurricane, go
Yeah, but
around the
you-
neighborhood, lots that had no houses.
This one's
and they
different,
put
not
up
their
stuff
meeting.
like this.
Okay.
Okay, we gotta move along here.
Yeah,
Somebody else
we're
wants
trying
to speak. Thank you though. I appreciate the input.
You know,
And
no reason we have to
this may
pay.
be something too that people can discuss with the county commissioner.
I did.
But, anybody else have anything else to say? I know you guys want to get home like we do to keep prepping for cases hurricane hits. We know it's gonna hit, we just don't know exactly where. Anybody else, any other property owner? And anything else from the board?
Make a motion to adjourn?
I got a motion, second. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Like sign opposed, it's over. Thank you. Thank you for your time.